More businesses are making meetings standing room only. That could get a little tiring. Why are they doing it? Let's ask Francesca Donner. She's right here on lunch break. Hi there.
Hi.
I'm tired already thinking about this. I mean, if meetings weren't bad enough, they're too long. Now I have to stand?
It's exhausting, right? But the idea behind it is actually efficiency. People are hoping that meetings will be much shorter. People definitely get to the point much quicker when they're standing up, and actually research has shown that the decision making is just as good when people are standing up as when they're sitting down. So
meaning they just make decisions faster.
They do, because who wants to be standing up for 20 minutes or 30 minutes? So the meetings end up actually lasting more about 5 minutes.
And there's also something about the sitting down at meetings. You know, everybody has that table to hide them, and you see a lot of people, of course, not paying a bit of attention to what's going on in the meeting, and I'm sure they're doing really important business work. They're not playing Angry Birds.
I'm sure they are, because we would never do that, right?
Never.
Yeah, so the idea is really that people move on with decision making, and at these meetings what they're supposed to do is they're supposed to say what they did yesterday, inform everybody of what they're doing today, and explain any obstacles that might be in their way.
So that's sort of that sounds like a three-step plan.
Exactly.
Who came up with that? Do we have a sense?
So originally, well, actually stand-up meetings have been held for the longest time, but this particular wave of meetings has developed out of something called agile software development. And the whole concept behind agile is that development cycles for creating software were really compressed into small packets.
Right.
And this meeting style, the stand-up, emerged out of that, just as a way of sort of getting stuff done.
I like the organizational factor. I mean, you have to come in, you do those three things, that helps the project move along to the next stage. And I wonder too if people tend to pontificate less if they're standing, because it seems more, they can't sort of relax and hide behind the table, right? They have to sort of get to the point.
People get to the point faster, and also all employees are on their guard and watching out for everybody else. So if you start rambling on and someone thinks, you know what, I've had enough of what you've had to say, Wendy, they may hold up a rubber rat, or they may give some other sign that, you know what, time for you to be quiet and move on with the rest of the meeting.
So these are things companies are actually doing if people go on too long with their time.
Completely.
They're being very serious about it.
Absolutely. Another thing that they're actually doing is they may pass, I heard in one instance, actually, they're passing along a 10-pound medicine ball, which is heavy.
Pretty heavy.
Certainly for me, which is also kind of mean.
I don't know, let's see that bicep.
It's pretty weak. So they may pass that around to other people, or they may pass around a rubber chicken to indicate who's going to be speaking next.
Rubber chicken or a medicine ball. The next thing you know, we're going to get one of those buttons where if you hit it and the person just ejects through the floor. I think I saw them building that down there in our conference room. Any companies reporting actually that they're having sort of tangible success out of this in terms of productivity?
You know, I haven't heard any tangible success reported, but I think just generally, if the decision making is just as effective, it's probably a good thing, because people are moving on, getting on with their day, and getting more done.
Well, I'm a little scared now. They're going to want to have lunch break be standing the whole time.
I know.
What are we going to do then?
We should be standing up right now.
All right.
And one other thing I just forgot to mention, it's really occurring mainly in tech companies, because, you know, hip, cutting edge.
Right.
And finally, if you're pregnant or you're in a wheelchair or you're ill, you're not expected to stand up. But if you're Skyping into the meeting, you are. So
you have to stand up. So you got to figure out that whole camera angle.
Fair is fair.